Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to create the top assembly, which will include the end caps, the mid-plane supports, and then also the ball itself, the ball joint itself. We're going to go ahead and do that assembly of it. So I'll create a new file, and I'm going to call this, let's go ahead and get this new file up. I'll do a save, and I'm going to say SSSC v4 top assembly. Okay. I'm not going to copy that because it's just going to be an assembly file. It's going to be a collection of files. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here to my folder. I'm going to make sure that I go and grab this right here. This is the ball joint itself. I'm going to put it out here because everything's going to basically pivot off that guy right there. So now that he's in here, let's accept that. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I set my visual style to with visible edges. I want to see my edges. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm going to scroll over here to my collection of files that I've created. I'm going to grab this one right here, slide it out, and in doing so I'm going to go ahead and collapse that, and I'm going to go to a top view. Let me look at that a little bit. Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to rotate this guy around. I'll go around 180 degrees like that. I'll pull it up like this, and I'm going to go ahead, rotate this around, and I'm going to accept that move that I made, putting the file in there. I'm going to create a joint, and I'm going to grab the end of this right here, and I'm going to rotate around, and I'm going to click right on the top there. I'm sure you're saying, well, Mr. Platt, that isn't where it's supposed to be seated. And I said, well, yeah, you're right. But here's what we're going to do, is we're going to try to lower that. Watch that number there move. It should be that one. Actually, it was the Y offset. So we're going to take the Y offset down to that one edge. There's actually another way to do it. I'm going to clip out of that and show you another way. The other way to do it, which is probably a simpler one, is come up here and grab that midpoint on the underside of that, roll over here to this, and grab this one here, and it'll join it right in and made it perfectly. Yeah, that's what I should have done in the first place. Okay, I'm liking that. Now let's go ahead, and I'm going to turn off the joint. I'm not a person that likes to look at, their object visibility. I don't like to look at joints because if I can select on a part, I can find the joint pretty easily. But I'm sure some people like to see that. So let's go ahead and get another one of those mid planes. Pull it, solar panel mid support mounts taken care of. We'll pull this guy up. Again, it's backwards, so I'll rotate that around 180 degrees, which I just did. And I will hit accept on that, rotate this around, hit my, not hit, but come up here and hit and select this underside elbow here, that joint right there, and I'll come down here and I'll select this guy right there, and it'll join it right in there. Okay, that's looking good. Roll out here, take a look. Yep, I'm liking that. Okay, why don't we go ahead and put the other side of the joint in, the ball joint for the left part, put it in there. And it's going to bring it in. Let's kind of push this up. What I'm going to do is rotate this over 180 degrees right there. I'm going to slide it back to here, and this will take a little bit of finessing to get it where we want it. So I'm going to hit OK on that, and I'm going to grab, do a joint. I'm just going to grab the center of this cylinder right here. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to put it on this. Now we may have to adjust the vertical side on that, which I'm thinking, yeah, we probably could come down a little bit. Let me make sure that we're set to orthographic view. Yeah, we can come down. So I designed that to where it's has a little bit of freedom to move, like as you see right here. So I'm just going to adjust that down to, tell you what, I'm going to do where I can make sense to me. 1.25. It looks good. Yeah, I like that. Zoom it out like that. Take a look. That's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and get this cap screw or cap bolt, that socket head bolt that we get from McMaster, which we can also buy off Amazon, but Amazon doesn't have the 3D models that we want. So let's rotate that around, and let's come up here. Let's accept that move we've got. Hit the J key for joint again. Rotate around. Roll up on this. And select that one edge, rotate around, and what we're going to do on this is just select this guy right there. Puts the bolt in, and let's see if it fitted in there correctly. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, Now we're going to come back and design the nut that goes over that at a later date. But this is starting to look pretty good. Let's accept that joint. I'm liking that a lot. So what I want to do now is let's go ahead and grab the solar panel. And this is going to be kind of one of those look and feel kind of things. But we know how to make this work. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that location for the time being. I'll come up here, get me a J for joint. And I'll go find the center of this right there, which is that little point. And I'm going to come down here and I'm going to rotate this down a little bit. I'm going to find this guy there, accept that. Okay. Now I'll go to a side view, roll out. Go ahead and collapse this for a second. And I'm going to kind of, just for the minute here, I'm going to go to about, let's say 120. Negative 120. Okay. Might go a little bit more, 5 more millimeters. Okay. Yeah, let's see what we got. That's good enough for now. We can adjust that later, but I'm liking that. So we got that in place. All right, that looks nice. Looks nice. Zoom up on that. Very nice. Open up our parts library here. We've created parts. That's what I'm looking for right there. I want this guy. Okay, let's rotate him around. We'll go around. Let's see. I can't see. That's a problem. Okay, let's rotate that around to 90 degrees. I like that. We'll pull it out to here. Liking that too. And I'll hit OK. And then I'll come over here. Let's see if I can get to the inside of this guy. Nope. Let's see if I can rotate it up a little bit. I might be able to find it. So hit the J command for joint. I found that inside line. I'm going to rotate around here. Yeah, that's perfect. Come up here to this edge. Put that on there. And yep, it fit right on there just fine. We'll go ahead and accept that. Roll out a little bit. And I'm liking it. Okay, so let's go get another one. Stick it out here. So I got that other one. I'm going to rotate this around. That's kind of high, so I'm going to pull this down a little bit. Rotate that to an angle. Let's go around to 90 degrees again. This time negative 90 degrees. Let's pull it out to here. I'm liking that. Pan over. Let's go ahead and collapse that for a second. I'm liking that a lot. Okay, we hit accept. Now hit my, whoops, wrong key, J key to find that joint. I think I found the center of that. Let's rotate up here. I'll put that right there. All right. Whoops, I missed it. I got something wrong on this. Sure enough, I did. Well, we'll fix it. Come back out. We'll make sure that we have got it selected correctly. So I'm going to deselect that. I'm going to rotate this down around again. I'm going to come up on here, and you can see, look, see how you see those little squares that pop up? You can find that center point, of that part right there. So now I'm going to roll up on this, and I'm going to just go down this line until I see that midpoint. I think I see it right there. I didn't get it again. Okay. Deselect that. So what is my option? I think my option, I'll come across the top here. Let's look at that for a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's try this again. Rotate around a little bit. I want to say that's it. That doesn't look right. Well, maybe it does look right. Yeah, it does look right. Okay, we got it this time. Oh, we got a problem. Put it in upside down. Okay, well, third time's a charm, I guess. So, it's funny. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fix that. I'm going to deselect that. I'm going to come up here and see if I can find that. There it is. That's pretty good. I'm going to slide over here. I'm going to come down here to this. Put that guy up there on it like that. Alright, that looks really good. Okay. Let's go ahead and put that in kind of a 3D view. Let's accept that joint we just created. Go to 3D view. Here we go. Okay, so now we got that assembly. Now I don't have the rubber bands on here, and I don't have the pin that goes in here or the cap. We'll come back and get that on there later. But for right now, we've got a good top assembly here. We might have a problem here now. Look at this. Yes, we do have a problem. Okay, we got a joint problem. See how these things are not lining up correctly? So we got to fix that. So let's go back in time on our timeline. Back to, I'm going to say here, and I want to look at that joint. I definitely want to look at that joint. And I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to, okay, we said 125, let's not forget that, 125. Yeah, I think I grabbed the wrong piece. Not a problem, we'll fix that. So we're going to come up here to this, and actually, yeah, I'm going to come up here to this. And let me see how I'm going to do this. It says select. Well, I'm going to select the mid part of that. And as I can tell, it's the wrong one. But I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to roll underneath here so I can find that midpoint. I'm thinking it might be. Let's try that one. It's not the right one, for sure. Okay, well, there's also another way of doing this. It's an easier way of doing this. I'm going to get rid of both of these. I'm going to come over here and select this part right here. Whoops. Cancel. I'm going to rotate around. And I'm going to select this guy. And I don't care about that. Go to 0. And I'm going to hit delete. I'm going to hit delete. I'm going to grab this. It's really not what I want to do. Get rid of that. I'm going to come over here to that. Put it right on there. I'm going to flip that around, of course. Okay. And let's see what I do on this. Take that out. Go to 0. How about 125 this way? Yeah, it looks great. Only problem is it's upside down. I don't want it upside. I don't want it that side. So we'll go ahead and just start all over on this. Okay, we'll kill that. And I'm going to find that joint, which I think is this one. I don't know if it's that one or not. No, it isn't that one. Let's see if I can just move this. Let's see, which one is it? Okay, let's come back and find that part. So there's the part, there's the joint. I'm going to get rid of that joint, edit joint. Okay, I'm going to go up. Okay, now I'm sitting on that one part. I'm going to hit accept, and then I'm going to take that joint and get rid of it. Yeah, it's gone. So now, it takes me a while, but let's figure this out, guys. So we'll go over here and get this joint. Again, I'm going to grab that one edge, come over here to this edge here. All right, now, let's see if we can move that out 125. Wrong direction. 0. Okay, we'll try Z. 125. Wrong direction. 0. Let's try offset X. Yes, it liked that a lot better. Now let's go look at it on the side view. I think it needs to be bigger. Let's try 135. Maybe 140. Let's go 140. 50. Yeah, I'm kind of like it. I can again come back and I can fix that. So that's looking pretty good. We've got this top assembly done. Oh, we gotta roll our timeline out. Okay, get the timeline back out here. Yes, I like that. Okay, let's zoom up on that, and we're gonna hit